Did you deal with binging post-show? After your show's over, that's all gone. When I really knew I could compete again was when... Did you notice a big difference in sex drive? What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Hammett. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Today we're gonna be doing a post-show Q&A using some of the questions I got from y'all on Instagram, so let's get into it. Chances are, if you're here, you are either a struggling post-show, or maybe you have a show coming up and you are worried about the post-show period, or maybe you're just here just to kind of see what it's about. So I have 5 questions I'm gonna be answering today from y'all. I did this on an anonymous Q&A, so I don't know who these questions are from, but if they're from you, thank you for asking. First question, how did you find yourself again post-show? I'm struggling right now post-show, just like you were, and I can't get back to myself again. So there's a lot of things here. Let's take it back. So before your show, it's very easy to stay on track. You know, okay, I'm X weeks out, I have this big goal at the end, this is where all of my focus is going, and then after your show's over, that's all gone. That goalpost is gone. That why you had is gone, temporarily at least. You need to find a new way to channel your energy. You need to find a new why, or just refine what that why was, and just start pouring your time and energy into something else. I mean, it still could be bodybuilding, but you need to find a way to channel that energy, channel your why, get back to your why. Set a new goal. That's something that can be really helpful for you. Your goals may change. For me, I channeled my energy into starting up my business. So that was taking up a huge part of my time, my focus, something I really enjoyed that wasn't tied to my body. So that's one thing you can do. You can also set different goals for yourself fitness-wise. Set goals in the gym, or with your strength, or with goals that have to do with growth, growing certain muscle groups that you want to bring up post-show. You honestly just need to find your why again. You need to find a new goal and just a way to channel your energy into something else ultimately. You are on this earth for so many other reasons than just to compete, although that might be where you are at in your life right now. I would recommend journaling. What things do you love to do? What things make you happy on the inside? What are you really good at? How can you serve others? When do you feel your best? Answer some journal prompts. You're going to learn new things about yourself, and this will help guide you to what you should be doing, where you should be spending your time, your focus. I think journaling is key. I also think, going off of that, having a good coach post-show is crucial. I know there's some people that get rid of their coach after their show because you're like, I don't need them. No, you do. You do need a coach. This is like the most crucial time to have a coach. Equally as crucial as being in prep, in my opinion. So have someone that's supporting you, have a coach that's aligned with you and your goals at this point in your life. Maybe you don't want to compete again. I didn't think I was gonna compete again, so I got a coach post-show for more of lifestyle reasons, even though I do plan on competing again now. At the time, I didn't. So have a coach that can direct you in that post-show period, can help you realize the different wins you're making. My coach always helped me along with recognizing those non-scale wins and things that I was improving on even in that sensitive post-show period. Question 2, did you deal with binging post-show? So, I mean, I guess on the night of my show itself, I was eating a lot compared to what I was eating. Obviously, I was eating very low food before peak week and everything, and just throughout prep. So I definitely indulged that night, I'll say. And then post-show, I would say it was, I don't know if I'd call it binging, but I was definitely going more of an intuitive approach, which is not a good idea post-show. I was kind of just like letting the reins loose, doing what I wanted. You can't intuitive eat post-show because your hunger cues are so out of whack. You should still be following a plan. I definitely had some weak moments where I would indulge more, and definitely felt food focused ultimately. I felt so food focused. That's all I was thinking about. Hope that helps with that. We just had another question come in. I love it because these questions are like actively coming in as we speak, because I just shared the link again in my story. Okay, this is number 3. How did you determine that your relationship with food had healed enough to compete again? That's a very good question. I think the number one thing is I'm not food focused anymore. That is the biggest thing, because when you're food focused, it's not a good time to go into prep because it's only gonna get worse. I think when I really knew I could compete again was when I could go through a cut without being food focused. So I just am finishing up now my lifestyle cut with my coach, Alex. I have not been food focused at all. And there's a difference between like food focused and being like conscious of your food and tracking. So I don't want to get those confused. Food focused was me after prep when all I could think about was, what's my next meal? Oh my God, am I gonna binge? Like, it's really bad stress. It's negative. That is what being food focused is. Now I am just focused on getting my macros in and fueling my body and eating what I can and having that healthy relationship with food. So once I was able to get to that point and actually go through a cut without feeling all of those negative feelings that I had during prep, I think that's ultimately when I knew I could prep again, was that I could get through a lifestyle cut and have cardio put in my protocol again and less food and not have all those negative emotions coming back. I think that's one good way to tell is if you're able to go through a little lifestyle cut and not have all those things come back up again. Because when you're in a cutting phase, whether it's lifestyle or whatever, you're going to be doing similar things that you would in prep. So I think it kind of gives you a good like preview about how your relationship with food would be, but you're just gonna wanna give yourself a lot of time. Obviously your relationship with food is never gonna be perfect, so don't wait for that perfect time, but wait till it's like manageable. And don't forget that the stage will always be there. You don't have to rush anything. And also, this isn't really related to the actual food aspect, but just the aspect of being ready to compete again. A big part of that is gonna be mentally. Are you ready to compete again? Is your headspace there? Are your goals aligned? Is this something you really wanna do? Because something I've realized recently is my last prep, I was doing things for other people more than myself. This time around, I know my heart is in bodybuilding and bettering myself. Things that I'm doing are for me and just ultimately digging into my potential. Last year, my goals were just ultimately for other people. Other people were telling me, your potential is this, that, and that, and you could get a pro card, and you could do so well in the sport, and I just didn't know if I liked the sport, so it wasn't really connected. I wasn't aligned with those goals, but now I feel aligned with those goals. So I think when you truly want this for you, that's also when it's a good time to think about competing again. All right, quick intermission. I took the dog for a walk while I waited for some more questions to come in. So question number 4 post-show. How many pounds did you end up gaining? What do you think is the main reason for the weight gain? On show day, I weighed 110 pounds and the highest weight I got in the post-show period, which is now like 8 months, is 140. So that's 30 pounds difference from my stage weight. But my usual baseline is usually like around 130 and I'm about 134 right now. So just for reference, but the reasons for the weight gain, one, it being post-show, I wasn't being very adherent to nutritional protocols, and also post-show, your metabolism is so low. Like the calories you burn in a day when you're eating so little is a lot less than prior to prep. So you can't go and start eating what you used to eat because you're gonna gain fat because you're gonna be eating way over your maintenance. So that's a big reason the fat gain happened. Also, I wasn't doing cardio, different things. So I guess it was a mix of 1, metabolism being slow, and 2, my adherence was not good at all. All right, next up, in prep versus out of prep. Did you notice a big difference in sex drive? I feel like when I'm deeper in a cut, my sex drive drops super low. Thanks. Yes, this is going to happen. If you're actually getting stage lean, your hormones are not gonna be in a good spot. Your sex hormones ultimately are gonna be greatly impacted. Most of the time, girls lose their period, lose your cycle in contest prep because you are getting so lean, you can't sustain a human being. That's kind of your body's sex drive is not there because sex drive all comes back to like hormones mostly, and the actual energy to have sex is not gonna be there when you're in prep, when you're deep in contest prep. So all of those things are gonna level out after show, but just know that's normal, and that honestly isn't going to be on your mind when you're deep in prep anyway, so it works out. But that's why you also need a strong relationship with your partner, and if they're not into the bodybuilding space, you need to warn them about that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, we have a couple questions that aren't really post-show related, but I'm gonna answer them anyway. What shows are you thinking about doing next year? I have no idea. I honestly don't really care what show. It's definitely gonna be like a Texas MPC show. I don't know what specific show though, but the timeline is probably gonna be like June, July, August show. For my first show, I have no idea which one yet. Next question, would you ever want to win your pro card? Most definitely. That is actually a goal of mine for 2023. Setting big goals for myself is getting my pro card and just tapping into my potential ultimately. I think that would be so freaking amazing. Okay. And another question, when does your prep start? Excited to watch your YouTubes again. Thank you so much. Regardless of when prep starts, I'm still gonna be posting a lot on YouTube, so I'll be posting lots of good stuff. So But prep itself is probably, oh my gosh, look at Dally right here. I didn't even realize him. Hi, baby. Prep is probably not gonna start till March/April, tentatively. I'm going to be, this is my last week of my cut right now, and I'm going to be reversing pretty quickly to get myself back up to maintenance with my coach, and then we're gonna kind of see where like body fat is at and when prep should actually start, if I need a little bit more time building or not. So that's tentative, but probably March or April start prep. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that was helpful. If you're in need of support post-show, my DMs are always open if you want to chat. And if you're at all interested in lifestyle coaching, definitely apply in the link below. I have lots of gals post-show who don't plan on competing again that I work with, but that's all I got for you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys soon.